Hi, in this video tutorial we're going to show different ways of selecting paths and components along the model. A lot of these buttons out down here: shortest path, longest path, smallest circle, and finding a component. So the first one I'm going to show is select a shortest path. So select two nodes and shortcut P over there, or shortest path is going to select this path between your components, and this is going to define them also in the order from the first one you click to the next one. Right? So if you want to arrange them in a line, now you can arrange them like that. Right? Control Z takes you back to where you were. If you want more control about the path, because there's a lot of ties, for example here from glucose to glucose 6-phosphate, if you want to select a particular node, you can hold down the control key or option key if you're in the Mac and just hover over them. And if you select several nodes just along the path, is going to go from the first node you select onto the next one and so on, and it selects this path, right? So it's going to select the shortest path from one to the next. Again, shortcut P, and it's going to give you this path, right? Another one you can do is this long path. This is actually a very hard problem in graphs, finding the longest path between two nodes. But here we have an approximation where you can select two of them, hit find long path, and it might take a second depending on how busy your graph is. But now, for example, here instead of going through PGI, it ran through this longer path over here. And similarly, when it got to this point, instead of taking the short node, it went around a long way. This actually has a setting set path execution timeout. This is for specific for this finding long path option. If your graph is too large, too busy, so that this algorithm doesn't keep looking for too long a path, this actually times out after a few seconds, and you can leave this up if you want. You can also find the smallest circle. So if you select two adjacent nodes and find the smallest circle, you now found the circle between the nodes that you selected, the two of them. And another thing you can do is you can select several nodes. Here, for example, we're going to select several random ones over here, and you can say find a component. So this is going to try and find a connected component between all the nodes that you selected. Technically, what this is doing is finding all the pairwise shortest paths and the nodes associated with reactions in that path. So I click the find component, and here I can say, for example, keep all the nodes. So it's going to keep all the selected nodes and discard all the other ones, and this is the component that is selected for us, right? Connected, and it has all the associated metabolites with it. The last bit that you can do is if you select some nodes, you can also select their neighbors. You can do this several times. So for example, if you click this once, selected all the neighbors, click it again, selected the next neighbors, and so on. So this is sort of good if you want to, for example, keep just a certain number of reactions, like all of these reactions, and you say select all their neighbors, and now you can say keep, and it's going to make sure that it keeps all the metabolites associated with those nodes. So these are some of the functions that you can use to select paths and components and sort of automatically select nodes within your graph.